Options off a step, goes long into the forward line. Turner's there, out the back. Benson gets ball to ground. Gets support there, arrives for North Geelong. Going across Matheson. Also, Ettridge is there. He wins possession and then ball runs over the boundary line. So we'll have a throw in between the forward pocket and the half forward line. Again, Belpost Hill back into their attack.
And just up the road at Etihad, it's half time. Sydney 7-3, 45 leading St Kilda 5-4, 34.
So umpire about to restart play. Ricketts over there doing the ruck work. I'm not too sure the Belpost Hill nomination is. A bit like Ling Jong last night. Small and tall. Ball out of the contest. Van Creeken goes back into the middle. Kick was nice. Goes towards his teammate. Pittman couldn't pick it up. Sam Clark's there. The ball feeds out the back somehow. Ends up in the hands of Ravis. He's got good pace, Ravis. He gets out of the contest. Goes long. Back into the forward line. Behind. Ball hits the ground. Numbers. Matheson with a bit of desperation. Jumps on top of the ball. Needs to get the ball out. Belpost Hill. They get the ball out. Handball ends up back in the hands of DeSanto. Goes back to Carruthers. On the left boot. Outside the we're going towards Fantella, who's the numbers are out there. Belpost Hill 2-on-1. He goes back inside, and a kick will hit Burke. Doesn't take the mark, so he plays on. Goes towards Big Lovett. Handball back inside. Urquhart on the left foot into the forward line. Benson stands his ground, and he takes the mark. So Benson can come clumber inside this time, or scoreboard side of the ground. He's got a player out there, and he goes towards him. That is Fisher. Just come on the ground, but Basely's also there. Good spoil from behind. Ground level picked up. Rabbis goes to Baseley. He's got a number of plays he can go to. He goes short and back into the middle of the ground. Welve can't pick the ball up. Wasn't taken. Pittman put his body in there. Ryan did, and then lost it. Picked up by Addy. Boot the ball back into the half-forward line. Standing there. Fitzsimmons handball. Goes quickly to Clark. Runs through his legs. Can go back and collect it on hands and knees. Gets the handball out towards Fitzsimmons. It is who's helped. Will push down the ground. He's going to win it back again, Fitzsimmons. Looks back up, and he has a good kick inside, and it will find Fisher once again. So Fisher standing on the centre wicket, delivers the ball out wide. Sam Clark, he got the staggers, got too much pace up, went quickly, and the ball ends up in the hands of Urquhart. Urquhart now goes back the other way towards centre wing. Reece Burke out there. Rickett does well, puts him off the ball. Umpire said he's interfered with him, and the free kick will go to Belpost Hill and Reece Burke. So Reece Burke now from the centre wing position. Umpire just asking Rickett to come back a couple of steps. He looks back inside, goes to Lima. So Lima now has a player across the ground, Timmy Barton. He can come further afield if he wants to because Luke Gavin's out here by himself. Sees him now, and that's the direction he comes. Kick is good, low and flat, gets to the target quickly, puts the ball down, but he's got time to steady and looks forward. Goes back inside. Ooh, just missed Benson's hands. It was in the hands of his teammate, but it's picked up there in front of the contest by Turner. Umpire says there's been an infringement, and I think it's going to be young Selvage that's got the ball now. So Selvage for North Geelong on the half-back line. He goes back towards centre half forward. Sam Clark comes up. Good spoil in front. Addy kept the ball in front of himself. Has support there. Fantella picked the ball up, got the handball away, put it at his knee, so he went back and collected it again. Handball came out this time. North Geelong, they win possession. Kingwell over the top of it. Barton over the top of him. Ball is not coming out. Umpire will come in and take possession. 24.5 minutes gone. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel. Second quarter scoreboard. North Geelong are 2 straight goals. They trail Belpost Hill on 8 goals 8.
So ball up in the middle. Maybe we can get an effective tap there. Fursland wrapped up, ball not going anywhere. The umpire says play on. Rabbit, no, he just got out. The umpire had called bring it back, and it will be a ball up. Still in the middle of the ground. Close to half time, 25 played. Second term. Love it. And Rickett gets it down. Morton had it, lost it. Kick off the ground, Turner. Bounces over a number of heads. DeSanto through their middle, breaks free. Now can go with the right foot kick, tries to measure it towards Kingwell, turns around, goes towards the lead. Zulik's got pushed past the football. Elmer's there. Kick off the ground by Pittman is good enough for a goal. And Pittman gets his second and the third for North Geelong. They are 3 straight 18. They trail Belpost still 8-8-56. Commonwealth Hotel second quarter scoreboard 25.5 played.
So Pittman, that's his first goal for the game.
Second,
so that would bring him to 19 for the season.
Where's Luke Parker?
Well, he's meant to be playing forward if he was playing at all.
No, he's not playing. He's not playing. Where is he? Working.
He's working. The killer's responded.
He's working. It's a nice day to be working. Not playing footy. Whew.
He was working hard on
They
the
might
bus
need
as
him.
well last week.
Oh, I bet he was.
Seasoned veteran.
Oh, yeah. Well experienced.
Yeah.
So back in the middle of the ground, we have it. Rickett this time gets the ball down again. North Geelong, an opportunity. Ball comes out the back, but it's Lovett who wins possession of the ball. Kicks the ball back towards centre wing. Carruthers goes back. He's first to arrive. He's brought down the tackle, picked up now there by Turner. Goes into the forward line. And good kick, man. Hayes does well, knocks the ball away from his opponent and goes back and collects it. Delivers the ball back towards Briggy on centre wing. Briggy, handball goes back inside. Chandler gets around Lovett, but only just got the handball away. Went to Briggy again. Outside, Carruthers on his left boot, looks back inside. Goes in that direction. The kick was not well directed, and the mark has been taken there by Timmy Barton. So Barton now for Bellpost Hill. Centre half back, little short kick will find Burke. And he will just slow things down at this stage. I think there'll be too much more need to worry about scoring in the quarter. But he's now called the play on by the umpire, so he goes sideways. There'll be Flacavento out there on the far side, possibly. He goes short, over the top. Good kick, lead up. Player is Kelly. And he will take the mark just back on the centre wing. Handball goes back inside to Burke. He now takes him on. Runs back towards the centre. Takes his second bounce. He's looking for some help. He's been caught. Got the handball away. Only just. Handball goes back towards Fantella. He put boots the ball back into the half-forward line. And Swennerson comes up and takes the mark. Zach Swennerson now on the right boot. Comes back outside. Elmer's a target in front. Oh, good work there, Elmer. Little bit of hand work, but... not seen all the umpires, so now Elmer looks to go outside. Short kick, Van Creeken. Outside 50. Ooh, gone over. And he's been a little bit unlucky there, Lima. Had moved a little bit. Umpire hadn't called it, so he'll go back to the goal square now. Lukey Van Creeken, and a chance to kick his first goal of the afternoon. As the siren has sounded here to end the second quarter. And I can nearly put this one down, I reckon. Lukey Van Creeken. It should be North Geelong's fourth straight goal. So he comes in now. Van Creeken kicks towards goal. And that is through the middle. His first goal of the afternoon, and the fourth now to North Geelong. So they'll go in at half-time. 4 straight. Yes, that's right, 24, and Bellpost Hill will be 8 goals, 8. And goal kicks to this stage, Jace, we have Jamie Pittman with 2, 1 each to Luke Van Creeken and Corey Elmer. And for Bellpost Hill, 4 to Jaden Ettridge, 1 each to Jake Barlow, Nick Costello, Luke Turner and Reece Burke.
So Bellpost Hill, 8-8-56, they lead North, 4th straight, 24, 1 straight 6. Lovett and Davis in the ruck contest. Lovett gets it down nicely to Fantella, gets wrapped up though by Van Creeken. And wanted the free kick, didn't get one. Goes inside or near 50 for North Geelong. Kingwell sits for him nicely. Then he did his throw it. The umpire said, well, he gave him a punce anyway and said it was holding the ball. So throw, holding it, whatever. And Bellpost Hill will take the free kick. And Barton has the footy. Goes across half back. Basically takes the mark. Goes lateral to Zulix at half back and takes the mark. Chips the border, Barton. Takes the mark. So Tim Barton at half back. Goes to the kick. Towards Gavin, who put one hand up, couldn't take the mark. Off hands Brent Schwennerson, handball it away quickly to Elmer. His handball back to Crothers, left foot kick to half forward. Vacant there, who's going to come through? Addy came through, Kingwell's over the top of it as well. He kicked it off the ground, falls in the arms of Zulix. He chips the ball to Fantella, who is getting leather poisoning. He goes over the top towards centre wing. Rabbis takes the mark, goes for the kick around. They've got the open man now, Barlow. 50, 40 and closing. Goes in, right foot kick. Really needs to kick it because he was wide open, and he does. Makes them pay. Jake Barlow kicks his first, 6th for the visiting side. 6-4-40. Bellpost Hill, North Geelong, 1 straight 6. A minute and a half played, second term. Common Hotel scoreboard.
Well, only Barlow's 4th goal for the season, but I think it's his efforts as more a utility on that half-forward line that really helped us out last week. We didn't mention him a lot during the call, but some handy 1% efforts from Barlow last week and now again this week.
They're clean.
That's a difference.
Clean and clinical.
It's just, it is. They just slice and dice, don't they?
Yeah. They wait. They're patient. They're good. They haven't changed their game style in 8, 9 years, and no one can stop them. Back in the middle of the ground, this time ball tapped down, although they were stopped last week by Bannockburn, or 2 weeks ago by Bannockburn, but that's a different story. They look a bit better today, and the ball is going to be a free kick, middle of the ground. It's going to go to Lovett. Burke wants it outside, but it's not going to be given, so Rennie Lovett now is going to deliver the ball into the forward line. He goes out and goes wide. Luke Turner in space by himself, got the bounce, went back on his right foot, goes inside, good lead up, and the mark is taken out there by Mitch Gavin. I think I called him grey early in the game, but the ball now in quickly, and again it's the Yannick connection, and it's Jay Nettridge that comes out and again takes another mark. Looks like Matthew's moved across onto him. So Ettridge now with an opportunity to go at his fourth, and the seventh for the Bellpost Hill side. Again, distance won't be a problem here. Going to kick from about 35 to 40 metres out. Comes in, kicks towards goal. Bit of elevation on it. Umpire stands there and looks back up over his head. And Jay Nettridge gets his fourth goal of the afternoon. The seventh now for Bellpost Hill there. 7-4-46. And they lead North Geelong on one solitary goal. We have gone 3 minutes. Second quarter, Conafine Hotel. Second quarter scoreboard.
I just get worried sometimes when we watch North Geelong in these big games. There's always those droughts when kicking on one end. We saw it against Inverleigh round 3 last year. Same type of weather, same type of lineup in terms of availability. And what's this? Seven goals in a row for the Posters.
The Posters?
The Posters.
The Panthers, the Posters, the Hill Boys.
Whoever they call themselves.
Hillsong. You can call them whatever you want.
Hillsong.
The Posters.
I've heard them call that before. Love it. Goes up with Davis again. He gets it down. Basically can't take it with him. Falls the arms of Davis. He pushes it to the back. Briggy. Through the middle, right foot kick to centre half forward. Chandler comes out. Urquhart right next to him. Pushed him past the football. And picks it up at defensive 50. Wheels around. Goes towards centre wing. Barlow comes out. Elmer gets across there for North Geelong. Barlow wraps him up. The ball's built to Barlow. Punt said the umpire. A play on said the umpire. Goes to Burke. Outside. Now Rabbis. Comes back in board. Uses his pace. Left foot kick was horrific. Goes towards half forward. Handball back up. They've just got the numbers through the middle. Rabbis again gets tagged and collared as he got his kick away. Barlow gets wrapped up. Morton's in there fighting hard for it as well. Across centre half forward for Bellpost Hill. Ball comes out now quickly. Armistead tried to get the kick away. Briggy comes out from centre wing. Goes back to half back. Gets it towards Pittman. Ball spilt free again. Now Basely. Left foot kick around the corner. And on the cricket pitch area, Crothers pushed off it by Fursland. And over the boundary line for a throw in. So Panthers into attack again. They had 50 around from goal. Wait for the ball to come back from over the fence.
Reminder to follow the league on Instagram and Twitter. We've already done about, 12 posts already during this call.
Have we?
Well, I just got to tape up.
Have you, Dale? What have you been doing that, Dale?
What have I done?
What have you been doing, Dale?
Just say yes and smile for the
righto,
camera.
Beautiful. So ball back into play at front. Love it. DeSanto's there. Kick off the ground. Ettridge goes towards the goal line and pushed through for one behind. So touched on the line. And they go to 7-5-47 now. Bellpost Hill lead North Geelong, who are one straight 6. Commonwealth Hotel second quarter scoreboard. 6 minutes played.
So ball, Hayes, full-back position, decides to go long. Pretty well straight down the ground. Ryan comes up, gets the ball, good mark in front of Sulix. Umpires ask him to come back a couple and does so now. Ryan delivers the ball out wide, goes towards Pittman, spoiled from behind. Ball comes down, Sulix front and square to the contest. Able to go on the right foot and back on the left, but his kick was poor. Ends up in the hands of Fitzsimmons, turns the ball over, goes back towards Carruthers. Addie's going to lead in the race for the ball, picks it up, gets away from his opponent. Handball comes over the top, Basely. And it was Gavin again. He kicked back inside, went towards Lovett, put him under pressure, tapped the ball further afield. They've got numbers around, picked up Sulix, far side of the ground. Rabbis was in space all by himself. He didn't see him. And the ball now goes back into their half-forward line, coming through Fursland. Tries to keep the ball in front of himself. Gathers underneath him. He gets the ball out to Sandoz. Also there, Burke arrives to lend support. He stands up in the tackle, is held up by a number of North Geelong opponents, and the umpire will come in and take possession of the ball. Right on the forward 50, half-forward line. Lovett getting down there, doing the ruck work, taps it out wide. Armistead had it, lost it, picked up, and the ball there, kicked into the forward line. Flacavento goes there. Elmer in defence, helps out, comes back to the same side of the ground, goes back towards Briggy and Pittman in front. Strong mark to Jamie Pittman. Goes in the left boot, back inside, running player. Fitzsimmons would have done that 1 or 2 times through his career here at North Geelong. That's a nice kick going forward. Sean Kingwell comes out, and he takes the mark. So Kingwell now an opportunity to load up, go short, Toby Ryan. And he will take a kick, probably marginally closer, a little bit worse off. But Toby Ryan to kick from just on 50. Has a player leading again. Kingwell's the target. Then that's a good kick, and he comes out and takes the mark. So they've edged their way closer to goal. This time the kick from only about 35. And Sean Kingwell will go back and shoot at his first goal of the afternoon. On the half-forward line, club room side of the ground. Kingwell comes in. Kicks a goal. Kick wasn't good off the boot. To the pile square. Mark is taken out there. Flacavento decides to take off. He's run his distance. Like he got boot to ball. Has support now. Was Wells there. Got the boot ball outside. Picked up there. Basely on the left boot. Goes round the corner as far as Addy. He trapped it. Tried to feed it back towards Barton, but it went through his legs. Kicked off the ground there by Pittman. Back into the forward line. Kelly is back there. Oh, he's taken high. Should have been a free kick and will be a free kick. And Bellpost Hill will be the recipient. And this time, sorry, it's
Gray.
Dan Gray it was. He's right, goes inside to Wells. Good pick up. He goes back outside. Kick had to be good and was. And basically marks the ball just outside 50. So again, a player running through the middle is Jimmy Barton. Now they've got players far side of the ground. Kick had to be good. Got over the top. So Lima is out now and running. He has a kick small and forward, and it will go that way. Rabbis takes it on centre wing, plays on and goes into the half-forward line. Kick a little bit too strong, ends up over the top. Firstly, just put boot to ball, but it rebounded back to DeSanto. He handballed off and goes out wide towards Briggy. Ball will go too wide, out of bounce on the full. And a free kick will go to Tane Rabbis, far side of the ground. Just a little bit forward of centre wing for Bellpost Hill. Player back in the middle of the ground. He's ignored now, Willie Urquhart. Again, didn't look inside. He kicks down the line. Ball over the top, ends up in the hands. Picked up Carruthers. His short kick comes out. Pittman pushed up from his attack, is now in defence and has possession of the ball. Looks back in through the middle of the ground, but again, well covered off. And he didn't take the mark, so it gets out the back. Selvage is there, tries to take possession of the ball. Sits over the top of it, lays there. Umpire's got a ping in this time. And the free kick will go Bellpost Hill way. So Lima has the ball, short kick over the top, Welv in the middle, he's got time to run, has a player back outside, and that is Basely, goes in that direction now, and he takes the mark inside centre square, but towards centre wing. Player outside Fursland, Burke over the top and short, goes back by hand to Welv. He goes down the line, Barlow leads up, half volley, can't pick the ball up, gets away, tackle from behind by DeSanto, comes out, went towards Yates, picked up by Chandler. Yates is to his feet, brings Chandler down. They hold it up once again, Bellpost Hill, and they've done pretty well in that position. They'll have an opportunity now to reload from there. Rickett doing the ruck work up against Lovett. Ruckman at it, Lovett gets it down, picked up to Sando, got the handball out, only as far as Lovett, and over the top, I think it's Morton, and he's trying to win possession of it, but again, the umpire will come back in and take possession. So as we tick over 10 minutes for the second quarter, Conifine Hotel scoreboard, 7-5 Bellpost Hill, one straight goal, North Geelong.
So ball up, half forward, Panthers. Rickett gets it down. Fisher goes short to Ryan on centre wing, takes the mark. Chips the ball back inside, Rickett. Handballs over the top to Chandler, trying to get something moving. Goes with the right foot kick long. Pittman, use the body coming out, and Elmer takes the mark. So Corey Elmer will shoot for goal from 35 out directly in front. To say they need it is an understatement. 11 played, second term. They're 41 points down. They need this goal, Corey Elmer.
2015 Rookie of the Year, 6 goals so far this season in his 5 games.
Comes in, right foot kick, southern end of the ground. That's what they needed. So he puts his first on the board, second for the home side. They're 2 straight 12. They trail Bellpost Hill 7-5-47. Commonwealth Hotel's second quarter scoreboard, 12 played.
Well, it's one thing to end a 32-minute goal drought, but it's another thing to actually start a trend. And I keep saying I don't know if he's my favourite North Geelong player, but Chandler's doing the right things in the middle. We just need a bit more of that. So I think that's young Zach Schwennerson in the middle. See what he can do against some of these premiership midfielders for Bellpost Hill.
Dale loves
Who?
I was thinking about Bell Park for a minute there. When I was looking at you. Loves James Chandler. Loves him. So back in the middle. Rickett gets it down. Roved by Bellpost Hill. They go towards half forward. Coming out Ettridge can't take it with him. Benson at the back. Handball over the top. Oh, nearly coming through was Gavin. Goes back towards the centre of the ground. Bit of ping pong off the ground for most players here. They can't pick it up. Now they can. Handball over the top. Came from Rickett. Goes towards Morton with a don't argue. Goes inside 50. Kingwell comes out. Front and centre Ryan. Had it, lost it. Pushed out in front of Pittman. Goes to the left foot kick. Up towards full forward. No mark taken. Off hands. And side of the pack. Ryan's there. Kelly's there as well. And the umpire says play on. Lima comes to help. Rabbis. Handball back to Lima through half back. His handball. Missed the target. He might pick it up again himself. He loses it though. Ryan put his head down. Gets the ball at half forward. And it's wrapped up. And will be a ball up. So good pressure from the North forwards to keep it in there. We've got another opportunity. Right half forward flank. Barlow. Rickett. Big thump down. Gains 20 metres. Pittman ripped off the football. Yates. Clearing kick into the middle. Crothers gets back there by himself. Turner, he did well. Turner came back, but Crothers kept his eye on the footy. Took the mark right in the middle of the ground. Goes towards half forward. Briggy, the sun in the eyes. Did pretty well, Frog. Takes the mark.
Hands are still good.
Yep. Left half forward. Goes now. Drives along with the kick to the hot spot. 20 out from goal. Up over the back. Numbers with bell post too. If they can pick it up, they can. Dangerous kick around the corner towards Rabbis. But he does well. Keeps his feet. Gets around a couple. Side steps. Right foot kick to half back. Barlow just in front. Davis. Barlow runs into his teammate. Needs some support from that teammate. Handball from Flaccavento. Back towards Barlow. Close to the boundary line. And now it's over for a throw-in. Still right half forward for North Geelong. And 2 straight 12. They trail bell post till 7-5-47. 14 played second term.
Applying a bit more pressure this quarter anyway, North Geelong, so that's beneficial to at this stage because they've kept themselves around the mark. They need to get the next couple of goals though. Ball back in by the umpire. Out the front of the ball comes Gavin, doesn't pick the ball up. Barlow, he did that nicely, and picks the ball up and goes now into the forward line. His kick on the left foot will find Ettridge. He comes out and takes a strong mark. Spins and goes long, back into the forward line. Goes towards Costello, guarded the space, doesn't take the mark, can pick the ball up. Could get a handball away, went back by hand to Burke. Burke stops, props, kick toward goal, won't make the ground. This will run through for a minor score, and it will be his first score of the afternoon, Reece Burke. It's a minor, and they move to 7-6 now, Bell Post Hill. They lead North Geelong on 2 straight goals. Second quarter, Conifine Hotel gone 15 minutes.
Well, just as you thought Fantella had lever poisoning, we've got 7 disposal quarter for Tane Rabbis to bring him to 11.
Benson kicks it in. Oh, dangerous to Davis. Needs to be good here. Got a couple against him. He got DeSanto in support. Handballs it out further afield. It's okay. Van Creeken. Short little kick to Briggy. Punched away from him though. Just he was take the mark. Van Creeken follows it up. Close to the boundary line. Doesn't keep it in. And out of bounds on the full. So the free kick Fantella back inboard. Gee, that was very wide too. He nearly marked in the car park. I think Gavin. The umpire said it's okay. 50 out from goal. Northern end of the ground. Goes back inboard, looking for Fursland, got the sit. And
still spring on the old legs yet.
The old man takes the mark. The old man, he's probably, what, 33 or something?
He's a lot younger than us. Or me anyway.
Yeah. So he takes the mark, 30 out from goal directly in front. Chance of Bell Post Hill's 8th. The flood of changes come. Zulik's back on, Basley back on, Welf back on. They look like twins, those two, walking in there. Yep. He's missed it to the left-hand side too. So, one behind.
I can't tell you Fursland's age, but his senior debut was round 16, 2002. So there's your useless fact for the day.
The ball comes out, and it's a quick getaway for North Geelong. They get outside 50. They now run back inside. They have a dangerous kick back inside, or it was a dangerous kick, but it was a good kick. So it finds Swennerson. He goes to PJ DeSanto on the overlap, and outside they go. Chandler, good clean pick up at his toes. Now steps back inside, looks towards Kingwell. He's there by himself, but going back, Barton takes a nice mark. And Barton will now transfer play. Clubroom side of the ground. He goes towards Barlow. Made space and he's out there by himself. Running play coming through. Here's Lyman, but he comes back outside, Basley. So they move space. Lyman's still there if they want to use him. He's got Fantella. Oh, no, it's not. It's Addy back inside. So he goes in that direction. So Addy now has the ball. Martin Hughes short. He goes longer though, goes out towards Fursland. It's going to go over the top and it goes straight towards PJ DeSanto and he'll take the mark. So DeSanto now with the ball. Backward of their centre wing, little short kick will come to Brent Swennerson. He looks back inside to Van Creeken. Don't know what's ground gain, but he goes across the ground this time. Good kick. Sam Clark takes the mark. He's still back at the cricket pitch and he goes short. Has to be a good kick. Out the back. Ball comes over the top. Basely's going to arrive first. Has time to pick the ball up and went backwards. Oh, and Lima just able to reach in and take the mark. If he didn't, Toby Ryan was just about off and gone. So Lima now has the ball inside defensive 50. Just a little short kick further afield. Martin Ute with the ball. He just looks short again. It goes longer this time. Fursland comes up and he takes the mark. Back inside, Martin Ute continues to run, so they go in that direction. He takes the mark. Barton, the further side of the ground, so he goes wide. Kick was behind him, so he goes back and got plenty of time to go back and collect it now. He's got a player back inside in Kelly. Decides to go along the line, and that's where he goes, into the half-forward line. Costello's the target, and I think he's taken a mark out there this time. Costello, he has, just inside 50, just outside his range. Short kick goes towards Ettridge. He was pushed under the ball, through the back it runs, coming through. Bellpost still with numbers. They pick the ball up, go one way, then outside, ends up the hands of Costello once again. Gets back on his right foot. Kick was smothered off the boot. Picked up. Oh, Burke, good play. Runs through the contest. He's able to get boot to ball and get his first goal of the afternoon. Rishi Burke. And the 8th goal now for Bellpost Hill. 8-7 Bellpost Hill. They lead North Geelong on 2 straight goals. 19 minutes gone. Second quarter. Commonwealth Hotel. Second quarter scoreboard.
That brings Reece Burke to 6 goals this season. His 4th senior game. And as we try and get the live scores going again.
That was just way too easy. Through the middle of the pack, wasn't it? Whew. So out to 43 points. The difference.
Just confirming, Anarchy has kicked the last 7 goals in a row. They lead Corio 9-6-60 to the Devils 5-8-38. So the Devils, they can play in patches.
Is there any other games?
There are a few more games, Dale.
Oh dear, mate. Don't give me one.
Winchelsea 1-5-11 trailing Inverleigh 3-9-27. And Bannockburn 4-2-26 leading East Geelong 2-3-15. Final one, Geelong West Giants 3-8-26 trailing Thompson 5-6-36.
Rickett gets it down in the middle and coming through. The Panthers have got the numbers again. 12 goes towards half forward. No mark taken. Play on the call. Ball spills free towards half forward. Yates is over there. And they've just pushed it along Bellpost Hill. They got into the forward pocket and then turned it around through for one behind. I think that might have been... I don't know who that was. Was that... Long way over there. Welver might have been, was it?
No, I'm not too sure, mate. Yeah, couldn't tell you.
So through for one behind.
I went Flacker, was it?
So they go to 8-8-56 Bellpost Hill. North Geelong 2 straight 12. Commonwealth Hotel's second quarter scoreboard, 20.5 minutes played. Well, in fact, it wasn't. It was out of bounds. No, yeah, I was going to say, I think it was a point. Benson thought it was out of bounds on the full, I think.
Benson now is kicking in for North Geelong. Called the play on now by the umpire, so he decides to go straight down the middle of the ground. Goes towards Hayes. Good pair of hands. Takes the mark. So it's a good kick. They've got themselves out now. Goes towards Pittman and also Addy. Ball comes over the back. Addy first to recover. Goes back and collects it. Runner inside. Barton. Handball had to be good and was. Got the handball further afield. Costello looking for